The surprising part is that this feature existed for almost 10 years and most developers have never used it. So I can start working on the landing page, and if I want, I can open another terminal and work on a new feature by following the same workflow. So I found this interesting repository recently. It's a Git Worktrees manager built by the Coderabbit team. It is a CLI tool designed to make working with Git Worktrees practical. It integrates with editors and AI tools and automates a lot of painful setup around worktrees, creating them, copying configuration, installing dependencies. So what exactly are worktrees? Normally, you can only work on one Git branch at a time. If you are deep into a feature and suddenly need to fix a production bug or review a pull request, usually you have to stash your changes, switch branches, do the work, then switch back and unstash. And that's fine occasionally, but when it becomes part of your daily workflow, it gets expensive and annoying. One alternative is cloning the repository again into another folder, but Git already has a solution built in. That is a Git Worktree. Git Worktrees lets you check out multiple branches at the same time, each in its own directory. It's like having multiple working copies of your project, each on a different branch and without the overhead of full clones. The surprising part is that this feature existed for almost 10 years and most developers have never used it. And the reasons are pretty simple. The developer experience is rough and the workflow is manual and error prone. That's where the gtr command comes in. Git-gtr wraps the native Git Worktrees command and adds quality of life improvements to it. So it is ready for modern workflows, especially for parallel development and AI assisted coding. It provides a simple command line interface, editor and AI tool integrations, smart file copying. It has a hook system to set up and tear down, shell completion, and it works on macOS, Linux and Windows. It only requires Git and Bash. The installation is straightforward. You clone the repository and create a symbolic link to the command. After that, you should have git-gtr available so you can navigate to your repository and do the one-time setup. So let's give it a try. After installing, you should have available git-gtr. You should get the help output. Now the first thing that I will do is I will create an alias for it because I don't want to write git-gtr every time. I will call it gw. I think that's easier to remember for Git Worktrees, and that will run git-gtr. So the first thing that I need to do is configure it. I can use the config command, and this will be similar to Git configuration itself, where I can define local and global configuration. And I can also create a configuration file in the root of my repository called .gtrconfig. And this is what I set up for this repository. This is a Tanstack start project with convex. So whenever I create a new worktree, I can define what I want to copy into the new worktree. For example, I have my environment file for my local development. I can exclude the other environment file. I can also copy directories. I can include and exclude, for example, these node modules. And I can also define hooks. This one will be executed after creating the worktree. So it will run ban install. And in here I have my default configurations. For editor, I will use cursor. For the AI tool, I will use codex. And I can define the copy and hooks multiple times, and those will be executed in order. Once I have all of that configured, let's say I want to create a landing page for my app. So I can run gw new, and the feature branch will be landing page, hit enter, and it will create a worktree for me. Let's see what it did. So my repository is in the bookmarks folder. It says it created a new worktree, landing page. And in the parent folder, it created a folder, bookmarks worktrees. And inside it, it will contain all the worktrees that I create. As you can see, this is a new folder for landing page. The branch is the same name. In this case, it's a new branch, so it will create it from master. You can also configure the base branch. It will check out the branch, and then it will start copying the files. It copied my environment file for local development, and it started to copy the node module folders. After all of that, it runs the hooks. I defined one for post create that runs ban install, and that completed successfully. If I do gw editor landing page, it will open cursor, and I can see that it is in the folder landing page and in the same branch name. And if I do gw ai landing page, it starts the codex CLI in the worktree. So I can start working on the landing page, and if I want, I can open another terminal and work on a new feature by following the same workflow. And let's work on authentication. So I'll call it auth, enter, and it creates another worktree for me. So I run gwai again for auth and started codecs into this new branch. And I can just ask it to start working on that right away. And once one of them is done, I can run gw-run the feature and the command that I want to run. In this case, I want to start the app with bun run dev. And I can run that and it will start the app. And I can see the result of the work there. If I like that, I can commit, push, and create a pull request. And when I'm done with my worktree, I can delete it with gwrm auth. That is pretty much the workflow. Let me know what you think. Would you use this CLI tool? Or maybe you prefer the original Git command? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, hit like. And if you're interested in more tools like this, be sure to subscribe. Thank you.